Alright, and so since we are now officially in the year 2024 and we have a lot of exciting and broken characters coming away throughout the entire year, as we do get every single year, I wanted to highlight and celebrate the new year with a top 10 list going over the top 10 banners that I'm most excited for within the year 2024. Most of these banners are most likely going to happen, given that I am talking about a lot of 1000-year Blood War character potential, but there are also a few big ones that I'm really hoping to see focused in the year 2024. So with that said, let's jump straight into it. And starting off our list, we have another Yuha Baha. But we just received one. Why do I already want another one? Well, in this case, I don't want just another Yuha. I want an anniversary Yuha with an original design, similar to what we have been seeing for previous anniversaries. Now, the reason why it's coming at number 10 is because we currently have an already broken Yuha, and we're going to get a lot of Yuha Bahas in the future. If this doesn't happen for the upcoming 9th anniversary, which will be held in July, I'm okay with it. That's why it is number 10. But at the same time, I feel like an anniversary Yuha is definitely going to be one of the more exciting things they can do. And it definitely is a possibility given that they did update the list for the 8th anniversary and did include Yuha's name. Last year's anniversary was our first 1000-year Blood War anniversary, and that was exciting in of itself, but I don't want to keep seeing 1000-year Blood War anniversaries. I like the original characters. Since 2024 is going to be focused on 1000-year Blood War, it would be nice to get something special for the anniversary that isn't just another broken set of 1000-year Blood War characters. I'll still be hyped for it as is, keep that in mind, but I also do like me some original characters, and I feel like an original design for Yuha would be absolutely amazing, especially given what you can actually do with him. Maybe this could set up the potential chance of beyond Vol standing in the future for other Quincy's, and it would also be quite thematic given that Yuha's whole thing is regarding the number 9, regaining his body after 900 years, his mind after 90, his power after 9 years. And also an anniversary character after 9 years. I think it'd be kind of cool if they did that. No guarantee, but damn would that be exciting, at least for me. Number 9, and allow me to be down bad for a second, Swimsuit Noel and also Nini. Going into the year 2023, we knew we were going to be getting a new Burn the Witch collab. And I know I'm not the only one, but a lot of us thought this round 3 of Burn the Witch was going to be Nini and Noel in a swimsuit held somewhere in June. That didn't happen though. We got a surprise Parasol Burn the Witch banner with no Nini and Noel. Instead, Bruno, Macy, and also Bargo with Osushi. It was actually a really exciting banner, easily one of the highlights for the year 2023. And then a few months later, we got another Burn the Witch seasonal banner, in this case for Halloween. Also made sense, with also Nini and Noel. So we've seen a few Burn the Witch banners now in seasonal outfits, Parasol, Halloween, and also Christmas. But I want to see Nini and Noel, maybe throw in Macy, maybe even throw in Bruno while we're at it, in some swimsuits when the timing is right, sometime in June. It'd be the smartest thing for Caleb to do, because it'll be one of the biggest baits before the end of year banner. I'm a big fan of Burn the Witch. I like Burn the Witch characters, and I wouldn't mind seeing them in a swimsuit. And again, that even goes for Bruno. Let's get some male fan service too. Now, at the time they recorded this, at the start of January, they haven't announced a new round of Burn the Witch, but to be fair, they don't even need to. With the Halloween Burn the Witch banner, that was an announcement beforehand. It kind of just dropped out of nowhere. And the possibility of a Nini, Noel, maybe Bruno, maybe Bargo, maybe Osushi in a swimsuit dropping out of nowhere is a potential chance, and something that I'm hoping to see in the year 2024. In number 8, we have our first of many 1000-year Blood War banners that I'm very excited for. In this case, we're going to go Bambi, Shinji, and also Sarin. I think these 3 would make a perfect banner, and I'd be very excited for it. Bambi Yetsu is a character that I'm kind of excited for. She's definitely the least exciting for me of the Bambi group, given the fact that Bambi, as right now, already has 2 characters in game, one being recent. But the highlights for this banner, in my opinion, are definitely going to be Sarin and also Shinji. I was a big fan of Sarin's moment in the 1000-year Blood War arc, and I loved his original character in-game, especially how unique he was with his final hit on his Nad string. However, that character in of itself really didn't last long, basically being killed off in-game after 3 months thanks to Yachiru Unohana. I would love to get a new broken Sarin, especially in SP1, and he for me would definitely sell the banner. But at the same time, now that the 1000-year Blood War anime is out, and adapted Shinji's Bankai, that now opens the door to get a Shinji Bankai character in-game once more that's not related to Country on World. And Shinji's Bankai, again, was an amazing addition to the game when he first got added over a couple years ago. It was unique, it was cool that Bleach Brave Souls was actually able to adapt that in-game, set the standard for the anime to follow it, and I just want to see another broken Bankai Shinji. It's one of those moments that are only possible thanks to the anime adapting Shinji's Bankai, and I can't wait to see it, hopefully, in the year 2024. Coming in at number 7, though, and this one might be a tad bit too low. But in this case, it's going to one single character, that being Banai Senjumaru. We got kind of teased earlier last year with a new Senjumaru release, easily being one of my favorite characters in the game. I'm mostly the great character, and I don't really have any problems with her. When playing with her, it's like, damn, I really wish this was Banai Senjumaru. It's another character that's only possible thanks to the 1000 Year Blood War anime, and the Bankai itself is really cool, and I'm very curious to see how Caleb would adapt this character in-game. This is definitely a character that has to use all their strong attacks and Sobum to cover the entirety of her Bankai. I have no idea what banner she'll be included in, who will be with her, but Banai Senjumaru was easily one of the highlights for the 1000 Year Blood War anime for Season 2, and will definitely be a highlight within the year 2024 if we do get her in Bleach Brave Souls. In 6th place, one of the more exciting banners that I'm definitely looking forward to, which I know a lot of people share similar opinions, we have Mask, Rose, and also Renji. Once more, another banner that just makes sense with all three characters being here, especially considering that Rose and Renji both fight Mask. But what makes this banner quite exciting for me is given that Bankai, Rose, and Mask have yet to be playable in-game. I'm a big fan of Mask, I actually really like his character, and I'm very curious to see how they would implement James in-game, probably as they boost SA2. And what I'm really looking forward to with these Volstanic Quincy's is how cool they're going to look in game. Because if we just use Kilgate as an example, his masking effect looks really impressive. And all these Volstanic Quincy's have different colors to their Volstanic. Each and every one of them is just going to look so cool and unique when they finally arrive in Bleach Brave Souls. And in the case for Mask, it'll be his first time playable. For Rose, while we've had a few Rose in game, we've never actually had like a broken SP Rose. I'd be down for one, especially with him using his Bankai. I can easily see this attack be used into a tracking vortex, and that would be really cool if possible. Renji, of course, a highlight, one of the main characters of the series. Getting a new Bankai Renji would also be really cool. And these three as a banner, in my opinion, would actually be very, very exciting. What's more exciting, at least in my opinion, is a potential new Shikai Kachi. While it's true, currently in-game we have access to 2 Kenpachi with Shikai, both of the characters definitely didn't live up to the hype that a potential Shikai Kenpachi does bring. The first one, while he was actually a really cool character, didn't live that long, especially with his lack of recharge and sprinter. The Cornfield Kenpachi unfortunately wasn't the greatest, given that he was a no-attack damage character. I once more want to see a new broken SP Kenpachi with his Shikai. I need to see that Sobum animated of him cutting the meteor. It would look so sick in game. But Kenpachi is easily going to be one of the highlights of the year, and I'm super excited, especially if the character's broken. Of course, with him though, we're most likely going to get a new Gremmy. Gremmy's a cool Stern Ritter, there's a lot they can do with him. The original Gremmy, while he was a good character, was already overshadowed on release, so I'm hoping this gives Gremmy fans another shot at being a meta character in-game, and also just being a fun character to play with. There's a lot you can do with him, and now that BBS has progressed a tad bit, I feel like they can do a bit more with him, and I'm excited to see where they do take that. The banner itself could easily be them too, but if they do want to throw in Yatsu, give her a new 1000 Year Blood War character, to redo what they should have done back in 2018, actually make her playable, that would also be kind of cool too. In number 4, and this one isn't guaranteed, but boy do I hope it happens, especially given that we have been getting some Calm for Your banners resurrected recently, I want a new Tokki NADA. Just like Yasuo Unohana, certain characters in this game have a legacy. They made that much of an impact on their release, and Tokki NADA is definitely up there. A character that not that many people knew about, given his novel status, but a character that left a very big impression. Not only is it thanks to his very talented voice actor, the character itself was just so cool. So cool that if we do get a new Tokki NADA, are they going to be able to make a Tokki NADA that looks better than the current one we already have? I'm not too sure. But what they can do is give us a new Tokki NADA. I wouldn't even mind if they gave the exact same visuals and just make him an SP character. With some good strong attacks, some good skills, high damage output, man, would that be exciting. Easily would be one of the highlights of the year, and it's just for him alone. If they want to throw him in a banner with Hikone, maybe a new Aura, maybe a new Bankai Shuei, that would also be equally exciting. But number 4 is strictly going to just Tokki NADA because that is what I want to see, and I feel like it wouldn't hurt Caleb to do a new Calm for Your banner, especially given that both novels, Calm for Your World and Safui have been done, for quite some time actually. Sprinkle this in between a 1000 Year Blood War banner would definitely spice up the community. In number 3, of course I have to mention this character. We're going to see it every single year until it happens, Monster Eizen. Or any Aizen from the final fight with Dangai/Mugetsu Ichigo. It's just unfair. It's just unfair. Ichigo got to celebrate the 4th anniversary with a really cool Mugetsu character, and Aizen has yet to get a remake from this particular fight. We were teased with the monster form in the Soul Bomb, and even Bleach Mobile 3D have this character playable. We didn't receive a single Aizen in the year 2023, which is really unfortunate because there's a lot you can do with him. And if they want to give us a broken premium banner in between these 1,000-year Blood War banners that we are going to be getting, this would not only be a breath of fresh air, it would also be something that the community has been begging for the better half of 7 years, 8 years even at this point. And I feel like it should be possible this year, right? Surely. Eizen isn't going to be getting any 1,000-year Blood War characters anytime soon. He hasn't done anything to warrant a character yet, and I feel like a Monster Eizen is right up our alley for the year 2024. To go alongside him, you could do a Yoruichi, you could do another Dangai Ichigo. That would also be even more exciting, but again, similar to number 4, like Tokki NADA, I just want to see a Monster Eizen. Anyone else that's with him is a bonus. If we get the Monster Eizen though, it might be a quick 25 steps for me. In second place, to no one's surprise, we have one of the more exciting moments of the 1,000-year Blood War anime for Season 2, Taya Forest Esnot, and also Bankai Rukia. 2 iconic moments in this series, and 2 of the coolest characters in this series. Esnot was easily one of the most anticipated characters for the year 2023, and while Caleb didn't entirely live up to the hype of the character that he did get, releasing as a mid-month character, and while I still think he's a great character, one of my favorite characters of the year, we do deserve a top 2 best character in the game with Esnot. We didn't get that with the current Esnot. And since they made him a mid-month, a lot of people now have a higher expectation for a Taya Forest, Volstandig Esnot. Not only does this character look really cool and uniquely different, the character itself also has a really impressive voice actor, and I can't wait to hear the summon quote and also see the visuals that this character will bring potentially in 2024. And of course, to go alongside him, we're also going to get a Bankai Rukia. Bankai Rukia is one of the main characters in this series, and it was a very big and also emotional moment when she first activated her Bankai. It felt like we worked for it, and I can't wait to see how Bankai Rukia is going to look in 2024. You can almost guarantee that it's going to be absolutely beautiful. The main selling point, of course, would be the Esnot and Rukia. But if they want to throw in a Byakuya there too as the third character with his Royal Palace outfit, that would also be kind of exciting and would add more excitement to an already exciting banner. Will easily be one of the highlights for the entire year. Can't wait to see what Caleb are going to do with these 2/3 really cool characters. And then in number 1, might be a bit anticlimactic. If you've watched me for a couple months, now even a year, you should know. To no one's surprise, number 1 is Jelle. For me personally, it's Jelle. I've been waiting for Jelle to come to Bleach Brave Souls ever since the first introduction of Sternritters with Bambi and also Candice. I thought the time for Jelle and the other Femritter, Bambi's, would be soon, but here we are years later, and we still haven't gotten the entire group. The anime added some original scenes to the characters, scenes and powers that I'm kind of hoping to see with this potential new character. And you already know, again, if you've been a fan of the channel, when Jelle does drop, we're going to be doing 25 steps, we're going to be getting them 5/5, and they're easily going to be my most played character for quite some time, even if for some reason, somehow, they end up being a Brave Battle character. But of course, with Jelle coming to the game, there's some other potential characters that we could get alongside them. Mayuri, Sunflower, would also be kind of cool. I haven't mentioned him. Maybe Zombie Toshiro to go alongside Jelle would be a pretty cool banner. Preferably though, I would like to see the banner with Jelle, Lil Toto, and Meninas, the 3 remaining Bambis that have yet to get put in game. And I'd be hyped for all 3. But I mainly, of course, would be excited for just strictly Jelle. Most of these banners that I have mentioned in today's video are most likely banners that I will go to 25 steps. Of course, depending on how good they are, would impact my hype, but you can almost guarantee that I'm going to be excited for all these characters that we did mention in today's video. Either way, though, that was my top 10 for the characters that I want to see in Bleach Brave Souls within the year 2024. I think there's a good chance most of these do happen. Some are wishful thinking, but it's always nice to be surprised. I guess we'll come back to the channel next year where we rank our top 10 favorite characters for the year 2024, and let's see how many of these characters actually make our top 10 list. That's strictly down to Caleb on how good they make the characters and how fun they make them, and I guess we'll find out in a year's time. Either way, in the comments below, let me know your top 10 banners, characters that you're most excited for, and I'll see that next time. Take care and peace.